Hello guys and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Hope you're having a good day today. Today I'm bringing you a video with a news update which is breaking news last night. If you're new to the channel or old to the channel, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like, share and subscribe. If you're liking what you're seeing, I would very much appreciate that, guys. Right, let's get into it. It's only a quick video, guys, to bring you up to scratch with a bit of a development. Late last night I did put a video on for Bolton fans. If you want to go and check that out, it's got some more information, that'd be great. But this video is just a quick short video because after I did last night's the video yesterday, and put it on last night, about an hour after I put the video on YouTube, I found out that there'd been a statement released from the EFL with regards to Bolton's situation. So basically that's why today's video is to bring you guys up to scratch with basically what is happening. And basically what is happening is if Bolton do not get the deal done by Tuesday of close of business at 5 p.m, we will be kicked out of the Football League. So basically we are now in the same situation as Bury. I'm going to give you a bit more information right now, guys, but basically if the deal does not get done with the new owner or new potential owners by close of business on Tuesday at 5 p.m, then Bolton will be kicked out of the Football League by the EFL. So it's not good news, guys. Very, very negative news. Obviously, as fans, we're all very frustrated, and I can sort of understand why the EFL have brought this to a head after five defeats of 5-0. It's started to develop a pattern that basically Bolton are not in the right situation to go forward for the rest of the season, and I think that's why they've decided to nip it in the bud, so to speak. So basically I'm going to quickly read a little bit of what they've said. They basically said the current situation cannot continue, and at the time to resolve the current impasse is now fast running out. Whilst it is understood as recently as yesterday that the partners were once again in a position to complete the formalities, there appears to be an additional frustrating delays that are only serving to have a negative and detrimental impact. The EFL urges all parties to communicate and come together to find the necessary and final solutions so that Bolton Wanderers can start to plan for its long-term future and end months of uncertainty for all those associated with the club, and particularly the playing staff, supporters and local Bolton community. It goes on to say if a successful conclusion to a sale is not found, or there are no credible plans for the club to continue the season in administrations by the planned board meeting at 5 p.m. on Tuesday the 27th of August 2009, then the EFL board will consider lifting the suspension on the notice of withdrawal of the club's membership of the league, which was issued when the club entered into administration in May 2019. So that's basically what the EFL have said. I've got a little bit more on it here, guys. Basically, what has happened, as I understand it from the research that I've done, basically Bolton were ready to announce, or the administrators were ready to announce before the Ipswich game that the deal was done. Apparently they'd come to an agreement with the potential new owners. They was about to announce it on Friday evening, as I understand it, or early Saturday morning. And then Ken Anderson has decided to change his mind with regards to what he wants for the club. Now, I don't understand this, because I was under the impression if a club goes into administration, it's just a case of whoever puts up the money to basically bail the club out gets to buy the club. So I do not understand why Ken Anderson is still having an impact on the sale of Bolton. Surely is you know, a bit of common sense should kick in here, guys. You know, he's shown that he's not fit and proper. and therefore that is how we've ended up in administration. So surely, I don't get how he's still having an impact. I really don't get that. And I'm sure you guys are pretty frustrated with it as well. I will try and do some more research and find out a bit more about that if I can. But basically, he's changed the goalposts. So they were ready to do the deal. They were ready to announce it on Friday or Saturday morning before the Ipswich game. And he has changed the goalpost, which has stopped the deal going through. So now we are basically still in a dilemma where we don't have an owner, we can't move forward, and yet again, this all boils down to Ken Anderson, basically in it for himself, which has been proven since day one. So basically, as I said, they were going to announce it, and the EFL are basically saying they're frustrated with the situation because the information that they keep receiving from the club keeps changing, and also the fact that they've had plenty of time to get a deal done and there is still no deal done. So basically, guys, there is about to be a board meeting on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Which is to give Bolton the opportunity to satisfy the EFL. If they do not do that, if the administrators and the potential new owners and Ken Anderson and whoever else is involved do not satisfy the EFL during this board meeting at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, then basically the EFL are going to remove us from the Football League, and that is an absolute disgrace. Because, it's all right, the EFL coming out with these statements, but what have they done to help? They're saying they're frustrated, but what have they done to help? They've sat back on their backside and they've done nothing to help our club get this situation sorted. It's because of their stupid rules why we're in this mess. If they had if they had competent rules in place to protect clubs like Bolton and Bury and whatever other club, then the owners like Ken Anderson wouldn't even be allowed to own a club. So I am so frustrated with the AFL because they're coming out like they're innocent in all this and they just want to get the situation sorted. But for me, I think that this has come about, guys, because over the last week or so, there has been a lot of criticism going towards the EFL. I did mention it on my video yesterday. A lot of pundits, a lot of professional people in the Football League, in the football world, criticising very heavily of the EFL, and it has made them absolutely look stupid. Basically, this is their response to basically pressure Bolton and Bury, respectively, to get a deal done. Otherwise, they're going to kick us out of the league. That's very, this is a top organisation, Professional Football Association, supposedly, and their answer to the crisis is just to kick us out of the league because it's making them look stupid. They're making themselves look stupid. It's not Bolton that's making them look stupid. They're making themselves look stupid because they do nothing to protect clubs from ending up in this situation. When a club ends up in this situation, as we've seen, guys, all they want to do is punish the club. These slam fines, points deductions, and as I mentioned on my video yesterday, if we do manage to stay in the Football League, we still could face a further points deduction due to the fact that we didn't field a team for the game against, I think it was Bradford, or was it? I think it was earlier in the week. I'm sure it was Bradford. Doncaster earlier in the week where we should have played Doncaster. So basically, we're facing a points deduction from that. So basically, it looks like even if we do stay in the league, we're going to end up in League 2 because we've got minus, obviously, 12 points at the minute, or 14, whatever it is. And if we get a further points reduction, add that on. So that's going to be added on another 3 points, 5 points, whatever it is they deduct us. So basically, we could end up with, potentially close to 20 points deduction. And obviously not a team to compete in the league because while we have no owners, how can we bring players in? We can't do it. Plus, we're also under a transfer embargo, and even if we get new owners, the transfer embargo will not be lifted for at least another 12 months. So we're in the right pickle, and these guys in the AFL are just adding to it. And they're, as I say, guys, they've been criticised from all kinds of people in football. People like Gary Neville, Phil Neville, or Phil or Gary Neville, one of them, I've read a report that has criticised the EFL in regards of Bury, but also in regards of the fact of obviously the fact that League One is being made to look a shambles because you've got two clubs in it on minus points, not in a position to compete properly within the league. And the EFL are doing nothing to actually help the situation. They're just making it worse. So their answer is to kick us out the league and to kick Bury out the league, which is an absolute disgrace, guys. But I'm not going to get irate. As I said, guys, I just wanted to bring you guys up to scratch with what's going on. So basically, as I say, I'll repeat it for you. We have got till Tuesday, 5 p.m. to get the deal done, for these administrators to pull their finger out and get the deal sorted so that we can move forward. If they don't, we are kicked out of the EFL Football League, which, as I say, I'm you know, it just beggars belief, doesn't it, guys? We've put up with this for months, and to be fair, as much as I'm not sympathetic to the EFL, they are right in a way. This has been going on for long enough. A deal should have been done. We've been told several times that a deal was close, and still nothing. So yeah, guys. I'm not going to ramble on too much. That's basically all the information I can bring you for now. If there is any further developments, I will bring it to you and do another video. But unfortunately, guys, we are in a right state, and hopefully the deal will get done. I'm fingers crossed, guys. Cross everything you've got, because the last thing we want is to get kicked out of the Football League, because that will be absolutely disastrous for us going forward. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys. I hope it doesn't spoil your weekend. If I do get any more information or come across any more information, I will certainly do another vid, as I say. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.